As a 34-year-old mom of four, this time of year, our house is always full of the flu, cold, and whatever else petri dish is being grown at those schools that our kids go to. So, after a week of having multiple of us sick in the house, I wanted to spend the day just really deep cleaning and going around and getting the house back in order. So if you saw my last video, you would have seen that we started working in the kids' bathroom. And I honestly took this week off. It was too hectic with Freya was sick there for a while, and then she got better, and then I got sick for a couple days, and then I got better, and now Athena has been sick. Now, luckily, Athena hasn't been too bad. She's been dealing more with just being, like, stuffed up and things like that. But if any of you have a baby or ever had a baby, a stuffy nose on a baby can be like the worst sickness in the world because they just don't know what to do about it. It's so much harder to unstuff them. And yeah, so it has been rough around here, and getting the bathroom done has just been on a lower priority. However, we are starting up on that again, and I'm really excited because I took this time to just really think about it, look at it, research, figure out what exactly we're going to do in there. And now that I have a vision in my head, I think it's going to turn out so good. I am so excited about how the bathroom is going to look in the end. That is the one room that we have barely touched since moving in. If you remember, the only thing I've really done in that bathroom is paint and redid the vanity somewhat. It used to be like an orangey yellow, but we're completely changing it up. We've already taken down the soffit in there, started fixing the walls from that, and the ideas we have going on now, I am so excited about.
I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now.
So watching videos the other day, I need to know where my mamas are out there that have kids that are more spread out. I feel like everyone I've been watching lately have like kids, they may be mom of fours, but it's like 4 kids under the age of 4 or 4 kids like younger and everything. And it's starting to make me feel old. Like my kids are ages 13 all the way down to 1 year old. So you can imagine my life is hectic. We just the other weekend had a band thing for Xander. So between taking care of the baby and then Freya being in kindergarten, Bjorn in 4th grade, and then Xander in 7th grade, there's always something going on. Always. We are running around, always having to do school activities, doctor's appointments with the baby, and everything else going on. Which, by the way, we just had Athena's 1-year doctor's appointment, which went pretty good. Her doctor is notorious for not being on time. I swear, every time I ever go to him, he's always at least 30 minutes late or behind on his schedule. Well, this time he was actually on time, which I was so excited about. But she had all of her regular tests going on, and her iron ended up being low. So they had to send us downstairs for labs. So the one time that I should have gotten out of there, like, within an hour, I still ended up being there for like 2 hours because she had lab works. And I also felt horrible by the end of it because she had vaccines and then a finger prick to check her iron and everything, and then on top of that going for labs and actually having blood drawn. She was so over it by the end of the day. But with that, so we had to start her on iron supplements. Let me know if you ever had to do that with your babies. I was like shocked, and I was telling Bobby, I'm like, I don't know what to do because she eats solids but like not a lot. Girl only has 4 teeth, so there's only so much solids that she can eat. So adding iron to her diet isn't very easy. She still mainly drinks just breast milk, but I got the supplements the doctor was taking, but she has not been too happy with that. So this has definitely been a new thing for us. But you can see I'm working on the walls. I have not cleaned the walls in some times, and I love doing this. I feel like this makes such a difference of how my house feels when I'm getting some deep cleaning done. I'm just using the Melaleuca antibacterial. I figured, one, this is good because I'm just going around the doors and the light switches. I feel like door handles and light switches are often easily forgotten, and this is a great way just to use an antibacterial and kill all the germs that are going around in our house right now. So Bobby and I really want to decorate for Halloween. If you followed me for a while, you know we love decorating for the holidays. Now, I don't do a ton of Halloween decorating inside. I really just stick with the fall decor. But outside, Halloween and Christmas are like our Super Bowl when it comes to decorations. But right now we have 2 storms in the Atlantic, and even though they're not supposed to hit land, it kind of makes it difficult when it comes to decorating because we don't want, like last year, to put up our decorations and then have to take them down right away to put them back up because of a hurricane. So this week we really wanted to decorate, but we are holding off because, like I said, we don't want to put it up to take it down right away. But we are definitely getting the itch. We usually like to have our decorations for the entire month of whatever holidays. So for Christmas, we start decorating in November. That way, come December, we can enjoy it the entire month, especially our outdoor decorations, which take about a week to put completely up. But yeah, Bobby is like itching. He's bought some stuff for Halloween. As you guys know, every single year we buy a couple things, and that's just kind of how our insane displays have started. We never bought a crazy amount like 1 year. It's just been over the 15 years that we have been married. Every single year we buy something, and usually at the end of the season, Bobby buys a couple other things at like 90% off, and it has just grown and gotten out of control. I will say though, because we, as you guys know, had our house on the market and then took it off because we're like, we're not selling our house this time of year. This is our favorite time of year. We're going to enjoy it. But our neighbors are very happy. We've had a couple drive by while Bobby's been just like doing yard work and stuff to make sure that we are still decorating for the holidays this year.
Got a situation. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong. She's quite the sensation, but the list goes on and on. Touching on her tattoos, while she does coke in the bathroom, while the band plays in the back room, trying to take her out the venue. She's somebody that does.
So I always get asked about my different mixtures that I use for cleaning. Now, when it comes to glass, you guys know I love spray away. But I have gotten to where I am just using vinegar and water with a little bit of Dawn so much more often, just because honestly, it's easier to keep it on hand. I always have vinegar, I always have Dawn. So refilling it when I run out is just so much easier. But I always get asked like how I make it. So I make my window cleaner. Now, this can also be used as a multi-purpose cleaner. It's just sometimes when I'm using this on other surfaces, I like a little bit more Dawn, but when it comes to glass, you don't want to use too much or it can get very streaky. But I do about 2/3 water to 1/3 vinegar, and then about a tablespoon or two of the Dawn. Now, I have a larger spray bottle, so I do think it's important to kind of play with that depending on the size of your spray bottle. If I was using one of my glass containers, I would probably use about a tablespoon to half a tablespoon, but this spray bottle is much larger, so I do use that about 2 tablespoons in it. But that, I love that stuff. And I feel like if you are trying to make cleaning easier, you have to uncomplicate your cleaning supplies. Now, I love cleaning tools. I love cleaning products. It's one thing that I find enjoyable. But if you don't, you really only need a handful of cleaners to clean your entire house. Get yourself one really good multi-purpose cleaner. Like I said, this Dawn water and vinegar you can use on practically everything, and it makes life so much easier. If you are walking around and able to use one product to clean 90% of the stuff in your house, it's just so much easier than having the Lysol wipes and the wood spray and the granite spray and the this and the that, and it just can get really overwhelming. So get yourself a really good multi-purpose cleaner that you can use on almost everything, and then you have a couple extra products for when you're in the bathroom, and that is it. That makes life so much easier when it comes to cleaning, and keeping up on a routine is just not over complicating it. Now, I really wanted to go in and clean this rug. This rug can get really dirty just because it is right outside this slider. So especially on this side of the rug, you can see it definitely gets the most of the foot traffic. Now, by far my favorite way to clean these rugs is I take them outside and I use the pressure washer. They always turn out so good after a really good pressure washing. However, that takes some time and some patience, and with all the rain we've been getting, wasn't really possible. So I'm just going in with my carpet cleaner, and this obviously works really well. However, and oddly enough, I don't know why this happened, but you're going to notice as I am carpet cleaning, I've never had this happen before. Now it's gone down as it dried, but it started like curling as I was cleaning it. Like as it got wet, it started doing that like bubble thing in different areas. No clue what's happening. I was so confused. I'm like, why is my completely flat rug now bubbling now that it's wet? Like you would think once it gets wet and weighted that it would actually lay flatter, and it was doing the complete opposite. I was so confused.
You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now, not getting closure. I knew that it was seconds from you losing me, but I just couldn't give it up. And all the times you said you wanted me, when you know we don't get along like we used to. Went along with everything you said and done for me. You'll never love me now, but you'll never know. You got me so bad, you make it all slow down, not getting closer, you're killing me. You thought it's over, I'm waking alone now.
Dump one of cleaning this rug, and you can see just how dirty that water is. It was so gross, but it definitely feels a lot better getting it clean. It did take 2 rounds of going through this. I don't always show every single like step when I am shampooing. So the first time I do it, I always do the soap and the water. I have been looking into those carpet cleaners that have the double tanks. So it has one that holds the water and then one that holds the solution. And I do love the idea of that because sometimes you don't need as much solution. I already try and not use too much solution because that is one thing that can just add to the rugs getting dirty again. But I always go back around with just water to rinse it and really dry it. This is also sped up. So the speed that this looks, it's definitely much slower to make sure I get as much of the water and moisture out of here as possible. But I do find that going in a second time after I've done this soap to get all of that soap residue out really helps to keep the rugs cleaner longer. So I'd love to know, what is your favorite cleaning product or cleaning tool? I know I say this all the time, but this Eureka wet dry vacuum is one of my absolute favorite cleaning tools, especially with having kids and animals and everything. I am vacuuming on a daily basis anyway, just to keep up with the dog fur, not including the robot vacuum that I also have running on a daily basis to keep up with it. But being able to get a vacuum and mop done all at one time is such a lifesaver, and one way that keeps the house feeling really nice, or the floors feeling really nice, especially since I love walking around barefoot. You guys know me, I hate socks, I hate shoes. Like if I gotta put shoes on, 90% of the time I'm putting on sandals of some kind. So having like really clean floors is super important to me. And with the past couple of days working more, like I said, we're just getting started again on the the kids' bathroom. The dust and everything going around, this is a great way to just stay on top of it and try and mitigate the mess from circulating the entire house.
Levitating with you, anything can happen. What you think we should do? Let's not begin. We're just flying high, we're not coming down. Come right up next to me, step aside to side. I wanna sway. Yeah, we can dance the night away.
Our ceiling fan, man, I swear I clean these things. If you're new here, I know this is gross, but I clean our ceiling fans fairly regular, and they still just get so bad so quickly. I know it's a mix between one, this being our master bedroom and the dogs sleep in here, and two, that we keep our fans on literally 24/7. We are definitely a house of ceiling fans. Let me know if you are the same. Like, I think it's funny. My parents are not a ceiling fan house. Like, they have a couple in the bedrooms and stuff, but otherwise, like, they don't have many ceiling fans in their house, and we have a ceiling fan pretty much in every room of our house, and they are always going. There's just something about having the airflow. But even with cleaning them on the regular basis, they always get so dirty. And for me, I often don't realize till I turn them off to do something that they are as filthy as they are. So on this day, I definitely needed to get in there and dust those ceiling fans. And as you can see, I use a pillowcase. That is a designated pillowcase for cleaning ceiling fans. So if you're wondering why you didn't see me do that when I deep cleaned the kids' bedrooms last, that pillowcase was actually in the washing machine. And like I said, that is the only pillowcase I use for cleaning the ceiling fans. It just, even though I know it's going to get washed and everything, it grosses me out that someone might actually put it on their pillow. So it literally is only for cleaning, and that is it. But it is so nice because, especially like our ceiling fan that is over our bed, it makes it that I can get all the big chunks of dust and everything off the ceiling fan without it falling onto the bed, which is just a really nice thing. And then I just go in and quickly clean it off. But our windows was another area that these were getting really dirty, the exterior mainly. And I love having windows that I can turn in like this. That way when I'm cleaning them, I can do the inside and outside super quick and easy. I've actually seen a couple people that actually didn't know they have windows that do this. So if you have a newer house or newer windows, most new windows turn in like this, and I highly recommend looking at yours and seeing if they do, because it is a game changer for keeping up with your windows. All right, so I have had this vacuum now for a couple months now. So I am going to add it into my Amazon storefront. I keep having people ask me about this vacuum, and we just recently got it. And you guys know I am usually like a shark girl. I love my sharks. But I saw this one, and the attachments to it I really liked. The price was amazing. And the light on it I really like. So I ended up going with this one, which is not a shark. But I told you I wanted to use it for a while, see how it really worked in our house before I recommended it, because let's be honest, pretty much any vacuum, if it is brand new, you're going to love it. It's always the like a month later, how easy is it to clean? Does it lose suction quickly? Like, how does it actually work? To be able to test it, and this one has worked phenomenal. I use it all over the house. It's nice and lightweight, which is one reason I do love it, because I like to vacuum a lot of things, because sometimes just dusting just pushes the dust around, and when you're dealing with dog hair, the vacuum is the one true and tried way to actually get it out of your house. So I will have this linked down below, because like I said, it's been a couple of months now. I am trusting that I actually like it. And it does work really well. And I can only imagine that if you have no pets in your house, it would work a lot better. Because like I said, we've got dogs and everything. So the amount of dog hair I deal with is absolutely insane. Actually, you're going to see here in a second, I moved the little table that we have in our bedroom, which I had someone ask me the other day why we have an entry table in our bedroom. So I do not love the look of dressers. And Bobby and I hang up 90% of our clothes. So we actually don't have a need for a dresser in our room. Our nightstands are huge. They're actually mini dressers. I found them on Wayfair, and they were under the kids dresser section, but you can see all the hair behind here. But yeah, so we hang up 90% of our clothes, but then we also have built-in dressers in our closet. I like having this entry table here though, because it does hold those things that you just collect. And I always tell people it's smart to design and organize around like what you're going to do. So I know when it comes to like school papers, I need a drop zone. So often mail and stuff will get dropped on this table. We also like to put our shoes on the bottom shelf in here. I keep all of our shoes in our bedroom. So when we get home, our shoes go in our room. Same with the kids. We don't have like a really good mud room or anything like that to have like jackets and backpacks. So everything is kept in our rooms. And this entry table, one, it's just pretty. I like the way it looks. But it is also a very functional piece to hold those things that I know are going to end up dropped. So it's a great area to just have that drop zone.
Just got to move. Take a look at all the shining lights. Nothing beats that view. Will you meet me on the floor tonight? And it's California. I couldn't have warned you, baby. Ooh. Yeah, this place just makes you, kinda makes you want to. Yeah, it makes you want to.
Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you are new here, I would love if you would subscribe. And like always, don't forget to like, comment, share, all of those things. It really does help out my channel, especially when you guys make it all the way to the end. So if you did make it all the way to the end, drop me this emoji down below. I always love to see who my true MVPs are and make it this far into my videos. But I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week and everything, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.